In the wake of the Los Angeles Lakers' first-round elimination from the 2025 NBA playoffs at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves, LeBron James stood before reporters at the post-game press conference with a tone of reflective uncertainty that was rare even for one of the game's most scrutinized figures. Though he had just concluded another season filled with individual brilliance, averaging over 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists per game, the team's performance was not enough to overcome a younger, more athletic Timberwolves squad. With the loss, the Lakers' season ended earlier than many expected, and attention quickly shifted not just to the team's shortcomings but also to LeBron's basketball future. At 40 years old and entering his 22nd season, LeBron James is no stranger to defying expectations. He has already cemented his place in NBA history as the all-time leading scorer, a 4-time champion, and one of the most complete players the league has ever seen. However, this post-season exit brought with it a notable change in tone. When asked about his plans for next season, LeBron didn't deliver a definitive answer. Instead, he said he needed time to think, to speak with his family, and to consider both his physical well-being and mental readiness before deciding whether he would return for another season. "I've got a lot to think about," he said, echoing a similar sentiment he expressed after last season's playoff loss. "I don't have an answer right now." This isn't the first time LeBron has publicly questioned his future, but this moment feels heavier. Unlike in previous years where his return seemed like a foregone conclusion, this time there is genuine uncertainty. Part of that comes from the Lakers' underwhelming season, despite the acquisition of Luka Doncic in a blockbuster trade that sent Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks. While Doncic performed at a high level throughout the season, the team struggled with size, defense, and chemistry, issues that were magnified during the playoff series against Minnesota. Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert dominated the paint, and the Lakers' aging roster could not match the Timberwolves' intensity and athleticism. For LeBron, the mental toll of leading a team that failed to meet expectations may be just as significant as the physical demands of his 22-year career. Even as he continues to perform at an elite level, he acknowledged the difficulty of sustaining that excellence year after year. "It's taxing, man," he admitted. "It takes a toll on your body, and more than that, on your mind. It's rewarding, but it's not easy." That emotional fatigue may be the most telling sign yet that retirement is a real possibility. Adding another layer to the decision is the presence of LeBron's eldest son, Bronny James, who is set to enter the 2025 NBA draft after playing a season at USC. LeBron has publicly expressed a desire to play alongside his son, something that has never happened in NBA history. That goal has served as both a personal and professional motivator, and has long made fans believe LeBron would stick around at least until Bronny's rookie year. However, the clarity and realism in his recent comments suggest that even this dream may no longer be guaranteed. As he put it, "I've done a lot in this league. More than most. So if I walk away, I'm at peace. But if I stay, I have to be all in." That phrase, all in, is key. LeBron has never been one to do anything halfway. He's maintained an unprecedented level of discipline when it comes to his diet, fitness, and preparation. He's turned franchises into contenders, carried rosters on his back, and withstood constant media pressure. If he senses that he can no longer deliver at that standard, it's unlikely he'll continue just for the sake of padding stats or chasing one more playoff run. For a player whose career has been defined by calculated moves, a deep understanding of legacy, and a rare commitment to excellence, the next chapter must be just as purposeful as the last. Should he return, LeBron will have to consider more than just his own readiness. The Lakers, facing an off-season of uncertainty, may need to make significant changes. The Doncic experiment was promising, but without proper defensive anchors or a reliable supporting cast, another deep playoff run feels unlikely. The team's front office will also have to evaluate head coach Darvin Ham's future and whether the current roster construction is viable. If LeBron does opt in to his $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season, the Lakers will once again be operating under a win-now mandate, with little room for error. And yet, the NBA without LeBron feels almost unimaginable. For 2 decades, he's been not just a player but a defining presence in basketball culture. From his early days in Cleveland to his championships in Miami and his historic run in Los Angeles, LeBron's impact stretches far beyond the court. He's inspired generations of athletes, revolutionized the business of sports, and redefined what longevity looks like in professional athletics. If this was his final game, it came without the fanfare or farewell tour many expected, but that would be fitting for a player who has always prioritized the moment over the spectacle. Still, many believe he isn't done yet. The competitive fire that has driven him since he entered the league at age 18 doesn't burn out so easily. And if Bronny is drafted by an NBA team this summer, it may be the final spark that convinces LeBron to give it one more go. Whether it's with the Lakers or another team willing to draft his son and sign him, the possibility of a father-son duo on the court remains one of the most tantalizing stories in sports. As of now, the decision remains LeBron's to make, and he will make it on his terms. In a career full of milestones, his final choice may be the most symbolic. He's no longer chasing validation. He's earned every ounce of respect and admiration through talent, resilience, and dedication. Whether he retires this summer or returns for one more run, LeBron James will leave the game not just as one of its greatest players, but as one of its most enduring icons. The ball is in his court, and the world waits, respectfully, for his next move.